Looking forward to seeing you again. Welcome to the Yan King Cook Kitchen. I'm going to show you how to do dim sum today. Dim sum and some more. Dim sum is your heart's delight. But you don't have to go out to eat in a restaurant. You can make it at home. So I'm going to show you how to do 3 very easy to make dim sum that you're going to love it. Your family's going to love it. So stay tuned. Don't walk away.
So what dim sum are you cooking, Chef Yin?
Dim sum, I'm going to show you a barbecue pork, puff pastry, and shrimp and chive dumpling, and then steamed shrimp rice paper roll. Everybody can do it, okay? When I do it, Yan can, so can you. So make sure you pay attention, because everything I do is very simple, very easy to do. I'm gonna get ready.
Well, Father's Day is coming up. What are you gonna
Father's Day
say?
is coming up, so make sure you get all the dish for your Father's Day. My Asian kitchen, Asian recipe, the best Yan can cook, and Martin Yan quick and easy, and also get my knife for your father, for your mother, and then when you go out to eat in Chinese restaurant, make sure you get that. Walk softly and always carry a chopstick with that. All of this is a special gift. So you can order for Father's Day to honor your father's wonderful taking care of you all your life. Okay? Make sure, take care of your father. Get them a gift for Father's Day. And then you can order from here. You see?
YanCanCook.com.
YanCanCook.com. You can order all of my stuff. None of these available in any retail store. Not in Amazon either. Okay, so make sure. And also when I send the book to you, autograph, personally autograph for you. So YanCanCook.com.
If you want to bring a prize from Unlock virtual class, go to unlock.org and sign up from there. You have a chance to win the prize.
I want to see all of you every month, the first Thursday every month. But next month, July, because July the 4th, so we will change it to July the 10th. So make sure you put it down in your calendar. July the 10th, I'll see you again after today. Everything is live. We have people signing up. We have people coming over here all over the world. So make sure you don't miss it.
Well, your friends saw you travel around in Asia.
Yeah, Asia. In fact, I just got back from Singapore, Malaysia. I was on a Martin Yan culinary tour of Asia. And in fact, I came back 1 week, just for 1 week, to do a fundraising for the San Francisco Zoo, because they are looking forward to welcome 2 panda from Chengdu, China. So we're raising money this Sunday. And then after that, as soon as I'm done with the dinner, I'm going to go rush to the airport and get on the plane and fly 16 hours and 10 minutes to Singapore, Malaysia again to finish my Martin Yan culinary tour of Asia 2025.
We love the durian that you show.
Oh, I love the durian. I love durian. In fact, I show you later. If you want, I can show you. Recently, I have tried at one time 10 different varieties of durian, different color, different sweetness, different texture, and it's amazing. I have never tasted so many varieties of durian in my entire life. 3 of us have 10 durians. Just remember, you never bring a durian or package of durian in your hotel room. Otherwise, we fine you $500 to clean it up, because it takes a few days to get rid of the strong odor, strong aroma of durian. Durian, the king of fruit in Asia, is smelled like hell, and it tastes like heaven.
Did you try Uncle Roger's fried rice?
Yeah, well, you know, I work with the Uncle Roger, and his fried rice is excellent. In fact, he's opening a few fried rice restaurants in Malaysia, and I visit every single one of them. And the reason is because I go over there, I don't have to pay. Next time you mention I am Uncle Yan's cousin, Uncle Roger say free.
Love it. Oh, look at the ingredient here.
With all the ingredients, it will be a surprise. So pay attention. Don't get out of the chair and watch.
Now we're waiting for Unlock team to log on.
Yeah.
Wow, Chef Yan, people say they love your kitchen.
Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Now this is mine. Look at this. I got everything here. And I have pots and pans and my knife. I have a total of 46 knives in my kitchen. Knife, 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 knife. Hello. A meal for me. Yeah. Now, good. Anyway, once again, welcome to the Yan King Cook Kitchen. Yan King Cook with Unlock, where senior embrace life. You know why? Because food connects people. Food united people. Food is the bridge among people of all culture and ethnic background. So today, I'm going to show you something very, very famous in southern China, particularly Cantonese restaurant. It's a dim sum restaurant. When people on weekend like Saturday and Sunday, particularly Sunday, the whole family will go to a Chinese restaurant to have dim sum. They call yum cha. Yum cha means drink tea. See, I'm going to drink some tea. When you go to a restaurant, Chinese restaurant to have dim sum, you always serve with tea. You can all serve all kind of variety of tea. This is ginseng oolong tea. I am energized. Yeah, tea is good, particularly drinking green tea in the morning because it's very high in antioxidant. It perks you up. And then in the evening, after heavy meal, you drink pu'er tea, black tea, fermented black tea. It cleanses your system, help digestion. So today I'm going to show you how the three dim sum dishes. People have been bugging me to do a dim sum segment, a dim sum class. So today it is something everybody can do at home. Okay, you don't have to be a dim sum master to do this. I'm going to show you how to do barbecue pork with puff pastry, and then shrimp and chive dumpling, and then another one is steamed shrimp with rice paper roll. And all of these are very easy to do. The first thing I want to show you do is barbecue pork in puff pastry. Sometimes you go to the store, you can see barbecue pork bun, either steamed or baked, char siu bao, goat char siu bao. Okay. Now this is ingredient right here. Okay. This is the barbecue pork right here. Okay. I cook this ahead of time because it takes about an hour to do all of these barbecue pork, and I added extra. This is bacon already rendered the fat. I normally don't add this. They don't have this, but I add this in. And then I have onion, I have shallot, okay? And then I have green onion, and I also add chive. It's not in the original recipe. I sent it to you, okay? Chive, tiny bit of green onion, and then also chive. And then I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna stir fry this, okay? I'm gonna stir fry this. This will be the inside of the barbecue. You always have to do this first. So I heat up the frying pan. I add a tiny bit of oil, not much, just enough, okay? And then I would chop up the onion, shallot, and barbecue pork. Look, take a look at this. All chopped up like this. All chop it up. Can you see that? Yeah. Then I put this over here. Oh wow, look at that. It's sizzling hot. It's amazing. Okay, I turn it down a little bit. And then I shallot. Okay? And then I stir. Okay? And then green onion, chives. Chives is optional. Yellow and green chive optional. But this is what it is. Oh, let's show the Chinese chive, the yellow chive, the green chive. Let's show everybody. And then I stir fry it, and then I put a tiny bit of broth, not much, just a tiny bit, okay? Oh, and then I thicken it up with a tiny bit of cornstarch, okay? Thicken it with a tiny bit of cornstarch. This way, you can make you can prepare this ahead of time, okay? And then yeah. Okay, doing that. And then we'll show you how easy it is to cut the barbecue pork, okay? You have the barbecue pork here, you use this knife and you butterfly this, look at that. You butterfly this, see? And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at my eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. Oh, cut it into this thin pieces like this. And then I will cut this up. This is how you do it. One. Look at how fast you can chop it up. Okay? When this is chopped up, you put it over here. So you have barbecue pork filling for you. Okay? Now this is the chive. Take a look at this. Yellow chive and green chive. I go to my garden. Yeah, you can go in my garden. It also has a chive flower. Beautiful purple flower. It's beautiful. Then when this is done, you set it aside. Now this is over. Now this is the filling, okay? Now to make it nice, I actually add a tiny bit of hoisin sauce, okay? Give the sweetness to it, okay? A tiny bit of hoisin sauce. Oh, and the tiny bit of soy sauce. I use the double fermented soy sauce right here. Double fermented soy sauce right here. Just a tiny bit to give that balance of flavor, okay? And then this way, you can, now look at this. Now you have a beautiful, let me show you. This is a beautiful filling, okay? But normally you have to cool it down first before you use it. So we're gonna let it cool down. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you. This one is already cooled down, okay? I'm gonna show you how to do this. This one is cooled down. Remember, yellow chive. When they grow this green chive, when they cover this up, there's no chlorophyll, no sunshine, they become yellow chive, okay? This is how you do it. Yeah, this is basically the chive. The regular green chive and yellow chive, okay? I'm gonna put it over here. Later on I'll show you, if I have time, I'll show you in my garden. I actually grow this out there, okay? Then in the meantime, this is one, you can do this ahead of time, 1 day ahead of time, okay? So we'll put it over here. And then you have this, go to the store and buy puff pastry like this, okay? Look at this. Yeah, frozen puff pastry, look at that. You gotta keep it frozen. And then you take it out like this. You take it out like this. And then you want to, because it's a little bit too thick, so you have to roll it a little bit, okay? Roll it. This is beautiful. Roll it. Okay, about 8 to 12 inch. Then you go around and roll it. Now, can you see that? I can do about 12. You can do about 12. Cut into 12 pieces, okay? Now this is nice and thin, right? See that? Much bigger now. And then you can cut into pieces like this. 1, 2, and then you cut it up like this. 1, okay? I just want to show you. I saved this for myself, okay? No kidding. Yeah, I'll do that later, okay? I'll save it for myself. And then what you're doing is you cut this into one piece like this, this piece, okay? 1 and a 2, okay? Pieces like this, okay? Yeah, 1-ton wrapper. You see this? 1-ton wrapper, okay? And then when it's done, you should always cut it ahead of time. Don't go into the last minute, okay? And then you cut it smaller. Okay, you can go like that. You can like it because this is how you fold it, okay? And then I'm gonna put this over here, and I'm gonna show you. This is how we do it, okay? Now roll it a little bit more. Wow, look at that. And then to show you how to do it, okay? You put about 1 heaping teaspoon here. You put it right here. You put it right here, okay? Can you see that? You put it right here, and then you fold this. You see that? You put it right here, and then you fold this. But you fold this, you put a tiny bit of water here. Make sure, okay? And then you do it right here, okay? Now, then you use a fork. Close. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. Look how beautiful. And 1, 2, 3. Now you have a, yeah, it's very easy. Look at that. And then we'll put it over here. Get a plate. Get a plate, a flat plate, so I can do another one. This very, you can do this ahead of time. Don't do in the last minute, okay? Don't do in the last minute. Yeah, roll it a little bit. So this way, it's easier, the right size. Then once again, look at that. Just enough. You don't want to put too much. This is just 1 bite. It's a 1 bite, okay? Dim sum is always 1 bite. Then you fold it, you push it one here. You see it right here, right? And then I fold it in and you just right here. See this? And then you use your fork, 1. But always remember to make it make it a little bit wet. This way it would not come out when you bake them, okay? 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Press it enough. Press. Look how beautiful. Nice and clean, like that, okay? I will do another one so everybody can see. Yeah, it's very, very easy to do. That's why I always say, if Yan can, so can you. If Yan cannot, don't even try. Look at that, so beautiful. And then all you have to do is get a few of these. Look at that. And then you turn it, yeah. And then you can turn the oven, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. And you do it for just a few minutes, okay? About, yeah, the inside is cooked. Inside is cooked. Because you can do this ahead of time. That's the reason why. You put it over here, and then look at that. You put it right, put at the edge here. You put it at the edge right here. You put a tiny bit of water here. Put a tiny bit of water here. Tiny bit of water here. So when you fold it, you can just everything is inside. See, everything is inside. You fold it, everything is inside. Can you see that? Yeah. Yeah, of course. After that, you freeze them. Yeah. After that, freeze this. Because the inside is already cooked. Okay? Make sure. And then, all the puff pastry can be frozen, just like a cake anyway, right? Look at that. Yeah, dumpling. Dumpling, the same. Look at that. And then if you want, because I like it, okay? So I do one more. Okay. Now you can see it. You can see how nice it is, how easy this is, okay? Look at that. This is really easy. After this, make the filling ahead of time, okay? And then do this ahead of time, so you don't have to do in the last minute. Always remember, okay? You fold it out right here. Can you see that? And then you press this first because I want to make sure it's sealed, okay? Can you have it? And then you go this on the side. Now, can you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you're gonna put this together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then brush with egg wash. Brush your egg wash. Okay, always remember. A lot of ink wash, brush. The more the better because it's nice and golden. Yeah. Yeah. No, actually, you don't have to because you just take it off. But it's better to slightly defrost it. Doesn't have to be completely defrost. Okay. But it's good to have let it defrost a little bit so you can control the cooking time, right? Because you know that if you say 6 minutes or 7 minutes, make sure you are not overcooking it. Okay. You see how beautiful this is? Okay. This is yeah, I want golden brown color. Can you see how beautiful this is? Okay, and then to make it more interesting, what I do is, let me show you. What I do is, I have now normally they don't do this in regular, but in Chinese restaurant they do that. Look at that. I put sesame seed. Look at how beautiful. See that? I press this, then it will be beautiful, right? And then I'm gonna take it over there. Always clean up. I'm gonna take over there and I bake this for a few minutes. Okay, about 7 or 8 minutes at 400 degrees. If it is really small, you do it about 8 or 10 minutes. But otherwise, you do it about 17 minutes. Okay, because it's a bigger one. Okay, and then I open this up. Look at that. This is 400 degrees. Can you see that? 400 degrees. I put it inside there and let it bake for about 16 to 17 minutes. Because this oven is a little bit more professional. This G monogram is a little powerful. When you do it at home, you might want to do it for about 18 to 19, 1 or 2 extra minutes. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to ask somebody who have any question for me. Yeah, ask me a question. Yeah. We have definitely, you can freeze, yeah, because besides Lorraine can also answer the question for you. Definitely you can freeze them before you cook. That means you can, if you have a party on Friday or Saturday or something, you can do it the day before or 2 days before. Okay, no problem. Okay, now let us pick a winner while I'm getting ready for the second dish.
So, for people that on Instagram, YouTube, they should sign up to unlock.org,
Yeah.
so have a chance to win the prize.
Oh, me from Castro Valley. Actually, Stephanie, our Stephanie, Yankee Cook still live in the Castro Valley. Maybe instead of sending to you, she can deliver to your house.
Yes, I can.
Now, you know what? You are lucky. You win. My Asian kitchen, Yan Can Cook with Unlock. This is all the Asian recipe, okay? And then, besides, this is a knife for you. Martin Yan's signature knife. And then, a knife guard for you. Knife guard for you. And then, a chopstick set for you. You can choose the color. What color do you like? Green, ivory, red, or blue? Which color? Yeah, which color you like? Okay, we'll give you the red one right here. Red one. Walk softly and always carry a chopstick with a red box. Okay. So today, congratulations. You have a book. I'll sign it for you. You got my knife and a chopstick and Unlock apron. Don't forget, okay? And that also a wonderful finger guard, okay? Now, are you looking forward to the second dish? Good. Now the second dish. No, let me show you. This is the apron. Let me show you. Can you see that? Unlock. Unlock means peace and serenity and quiet and comfortable and happy. See, what we want to make sure senior embrace life with a wonderful, calm, warm environment and also be happy. Unlock, okay? Live in a wonderful environment and then taken care of by our whole team from Unlock, okay? Yay! Yep. Yep, that's true. When you cook, you have to organize. You have to go out the shop. You know, you go to Chinatown, you see a lot of elderly Asian, Filipino, Vietnamese, and Chinese lady, Japanese. They walk around and shop. This is the daily ritual. It is good exercise, and also they say hello to the vendor, to the shopkeeper. It is socializing. Exercise and socialize, and then you go there a little bit later, they give you half price. That's the reason why as a senior I go there after 4 o'clock. They always offer me 50% off. Okay, yeah, half price. Now the next one I want to do is shrimp and chive dumpling. You remember the chive I just showed you? I chop it up. Okay, I also chop it up. This is the green chive. Okay, green chive. And this is yellow chive, okay? And then this, I want to add one more thing, which is not in the recipe that we sent it out. I also have ginger, and I also have bamboo shoot. Look at that, this is bamboo shoot. Look, it looks like this, it's bamboo shoot. Yeah, this is a can one. No, this is actually the a vacuum pack one. Better than the can one, okay? Yeah, package one, a vacuum pack, okay? So it is good. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop it up and show how we do it. I slice it in half, okay? Look at that. I parallel cut, I slice, look at how thin it is, just the right size. And I parallel cut, okay? Look at that, look at how I do it, okay? I put it together, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that, look at how thin this is. I challenge you. I challenge you and see whether you can actually do it. They need, they need the finger cut. But unless you have you have fingers like this, very short, then it is not on the way. So that's the reason why we give you the finger guard. When I give you the knife, look at that. You open it up. This is the finger guard. Protect your knife. Your finger. Okay. You put your finger right inside here. Then when you cut. See that? There's a finger guard, okay? And then, after that, I would use this and I chop it up like a, look at that. Look at how, dice. I actually, I rinse this, parboil this bamboo shoot in hot water a little bit, okay? Get rid of some of the, if you, particularly a can, you have to do that. Because get rid of that. And then ginger, I also go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look how fast. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right. Done. Look at that. I am not kidding. I've been doing it for 50 years. Okay. Yeah, you can cut. If you, yeah, you can cut. You can too. Okay. And then this is ginger. I want to give a little kick to the ginger. This is the difference between a chef and a master chef. They add certain ingredient. On top of that, you know what I have? I also have this mushroom. I braise it in oyster sauce and soy sauce and wine and ginger. And I slice it up, and look at that. I slice it in half, cut in half. Look at that. See that? Look at this. And then I slice this called parallel cutting technique. Seesaw your knife. Look at that. 1 and 2, and then I line them all up like this. Look at that. And then I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I thinly slice this, thinly slice, and then I put it together like that, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know what? Look at how fast I can cut it, because this Chinese chef knife is also a spatula. You see, you put it right here, and I put it right here. Now everything here, the garlic, the chive, everything is here, you see? Everything is right here. And then I also have a tiny bit of leftover ground pork, I also put it in, okay? And then mushroom, I put it in, and the leftover onion, chopped onion from the next dish, I also put it in. So this way you don't waste anything, okay? And then I also have, yeah, and right, and I have a lot of vegetables because you can make it into a vegetarian dish, okay? And then I have shrimp here. I have shrimp here. I basically show you how easy to chop up the shrimp. Right here, okay? One, and then wait, oh, right here. And then wait, oh, right here. And then right here. And then you go Amazing. And then we mix them all up. Now this is raw, okay? And then I mix them all up. And this is all we need, okay? This is all we need right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a spatula. I'm going to add some seasoning here. I add a tiny bit of sugar, sesame seed oil, okay? And then a tiny bit of salt and pepper. I use Himalayan salt. Look at that. I use Himalayan salt, okay? Not as salty as the regular table salt. And then I use about, I actually already have some over there, okay? So I use for this, I use about half a pound because I can make about 20, I can make 20, okay? I can make 20 of these. Use medium is fine because the big one, the bigger the more expensive. Why? When you chop it up, you don't need a big one anyway. Use the medium size, it will be fine. Can you see how wonderful this is? If you want, you can also add a tiny bit of oyster sauce because it's seafood, or you can even add a tiny bit of fish sauce. Okay. Now look at it. Just a few drops. Look at that. Just about half a teaspoon of oyster sauce right here. That's all I need. And then a few drops of sesame oil. Always a good idea. Okay. And then also, also a tiny bit of cornstarch to make it nice and easier to fold. Can you see that? Now I have all of these. Very simple, right? Look at this. And I set my oh, beautiful. I cannot believe it. Always make sure you have a time. Now this is all together now. Can you see that? Okay, now show you how to do. You go to the store. Instead of making your own wrapper, you go to the store. You buy this pot sticker wrapper or jiaozi wrappers, dumpling wrappers. Yeah, dumpling wrappers. And then I need a tiny bit of water to put it right here. And then you use a spoon. I use a spoon and I scoop this. Okay, let me show you. Can you see that? This is a lot of them. Can you see this? I put it right here. Look beautiful. Look at that. You can do a whole bunch at the same time. Look at that. I put this. Yeah, you just lay you line them all up like assembly line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you use a tiny bit of water. Go half moon. Half moon. Can you see that? Half moon. Half moon. Yeah. And then you go like this. Right in the middle. Right in the middle, right? And then you go 1. You see that? Push 1 and you pleat. And then you push it again. You see this? You push it again. You pleat. Then you have 2 on this side. And then you do this the same way. You push 1. See this? And you push 2. And then you have beautiful dumpling. Very easy to do. Right here. 1. And you do the same thing. Right in the middle. This is the easiest way to do it. Right in the middle. Preset 1. And then, look at that. 1. Like, see? 1. Pleat. And then 1. 1. Pleat. Then 2 pleat. And then this one. 1 pleat. And 2 pleat. Now, look at that. This is the easiest way for everybody can do it. Look at that. Okay? So, when this is done, you will pan fry this. I need a frying pan right here. I need a frying pan to heat this up. And then I'm going to show you how to do pot sticker. In the meantime, I think it's almost ready. Look at that. And then I'm going to show everybody how to do this. I actually do this ahead of time. The reason is because I have to feed the Stephanie and I also send a few of these to Stephanie at Unlock. So that's the reason why I make a few extra ones. Yeah, 2 Stephanie. Yes. Yeah. Stephanie, 2 Stephanie. Stephanie is the most popular name in China. Otherwise, all the people I work with do all call Stephanie. I also know a very dear friend in Singapore. It's also Stephanie. Amazing. And then I bumped into somebody in Penang the other day in Malaysia. Stephanie. So when I'm daydreaming, Stephanie. When I have nightmare, Stephanie. Because all this Stephanie driving me crazy. Ah, boy. Now I put just a tiny bit of oil, not much, okay? Just a tiny bit of oil. And then I heat this up and I will get a lid. Make sure you have the right lid. Ah, perfect. Yeah, you see that? I got a lid. And then I put it over here. Along with it. Look at that, how beautiful. And then make sure this is nice and done. And then when this is done, make sure this is flat, okay? Because I will pot sticker. This is flat. You see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is a good luck number. So we do 8. Okay? So we got, because I have 8 guys, definitely have to take up. Anybody have any question, please ask. Yeah. Baking is not good. If you want to bake it, use puff pastry to do this. Okay? Because this is more for boiling and pasta. Steaming, this is more for steaming. 1, 2, 3, look at how I line this up, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to show you. Can you see that? Everybody see? See this? Now, I let it pan 5. I let it pan 5, okay? Need a pan 5. Pan 5, pan 5, pan 5. Use medium heat to pan 5, you don't want to burn it, okay? And then you use a tiny bit of water or broth. This is done. Hey, beautiful. I'm going to pick it up, okay? I'm going to show you. I want to show you this. I want to show you this. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at this. Okay? Look how beautiful. 1. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Yeah. Look at how beautiful. Look at that. Let us take a look at beautiful. Okay? I want to put the long one on the end. The long one on the end. Look at how beautiful this is. Okay? It is so easy to do. It's unreal. That's why I said Yan can, so can you. Now this is going to be beautiful. Oh, beautiful. And then we will put the water. Yeah. We don't want to cook the dough. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, now question, more question. Steam it. If you steam it or boil it, don't takes about, because the filling is raw, so you should do it for about 6-7 minutes. Boil it medium-low heat. If you steam them, use medium-high heat. Okay. Can you see how beautiful this is? Yeah. They don't have to worry about, because it depends on where you live. It depends on where you live. Sometimes each city have a manufacturer for noodle and dumpling wrapper and egg roll wrappers. So it depends. If you live in New York, it's different than brand in Chicago, Texas, or Florida, because each city normally have a manufacturer. So all you have to do is get the thicker dough, like the pot sticker dough, pot sticker wrapper, or the dumpling wrapper, not the one-pan wrapper. Okay. Okay. Now. Oh yeah, definitely faster.
Can you repeat the question?
Can you cook it in the fryer, the air fryer? Definitely. Wrapper. And then the next one is easier, even easier. Let me show you, okay? I use, now normally they make your own wrapper dough, the dough, the 腸粉. You have to make your dough. And then this is Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Almost, okay? Beautiful. Okay, this is almost it. I'm gonna set aside and let it sit there because it's almost basically done, okay? I just use very low heat. Let it finish it up. In the meantime, the next dish is, oh, any other question? Let's give you another gift. Estella from LA. Oh, congratulations. You are winning Martin Yan, the best of Yan King Cook. This is my 36th cookbook. Brand new. This is the Yan King Cook with Arnold, my 37th cookbook. Okay, so this one is all Asian recipe, a lot of Asian recipe. This one is some of my best favorite recipe from my 30 years of cooking on television. Actually, the Yan King Cook Show has been on air for 47 years before you were born. Okay, and then for Stella, this is for you. This is the one that I use right here. Okay, this is used by all the Chinese chef and the thing. Number 3, Martin Yan, razor sharp, very light and well balanced. And on top of that, I give you finger guard, and I give you chopstick, ivory chopstick. They love ivory color, okay? So you are, and also apron, on-lock apron, okay? So congratulations. Any other question? Now this one is some. Any other question? Oh, we are making dipping sauce. We're making dipping sauce for the dumpling as well. I will tell you, okay? Actually, I should show you. Very easy. The dipping sauce for the dumpling, I'm gonna show it right here, okay? I have soy sauce, okay? Tiny bit of vinegar, soy sauce. I want to use double fermented soy sauce. Double fermented, 雙黃生抽同你咁嘅, okay? I put in soy sauce. And vinegar, soy sauce, chili, garlic sauce or sriracha sauce, sesame seed oil, tiny bit of sugar, not much, just to balance the flavor. This is our dipping sauce for the patsy, for the shrimp and chive dumpling, okay? Shrimp and chive dumpling, and that's the perfect one. I will show you. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this. I put this right over here. Can you see that? The seasoning sauce. Right in the center. And then I think this is done. And then I'm going to show you with the tong. Beautiful. And then I would line this all up right here. You see, nice and golden brown. Can you see that? 1, 2, nice and golden brown. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful, okay?
反轉一個睇。
Yeah, this is, you can turn it upside down, but I like it to look this way. Okay, look at that. Exactly 8 of them. Can you see that? 4 on this side, 4 on this side. Or you can turn it to the other side because this one is more interesting to do it like this, okay? So this, when you eat, you dip it in. So this is the second dish. Look how beautiful. Now, yeah, the moment has come. I'm going to show you how to do this even easier. Instead of making your rice paper dough, normally you use a long grain rice flour and a tiny bit of wheat starch. I just do it here and I soak it for a couple of minutes, okay? These are Vietnamese rice paper. You can buy, let me show you the package, okay? Look at that. That's that, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Soak it for about 1 or 2 minutes. I'll show you the package, okay? I'll show you the package right here. I'll show you the package right here. You see? Look at this. This is how you look. You can buy it like this, okay? You can go to any Asian store or Vietnamese store. You see called rice paper. This is, look at that. Rice paper. Okay? And then you can also have make smaller one. This is miniature rice paper to make spring roll. Okay? To make the Vietnamese egg roll. So you can have this one or this one. Look at the size. Look at the size. And then you can keep, you can buy. In fact, some of them even bigger than this. This is the grandson. This is the parent. This is the great grandfather. One is even bigger than this. It depends on what you're doing. Okay. And then they also have another one looks like this with black sesame seed. Then this one you can deep fry them. Okay. You can deep fry them. So there's all kinds of stuff. Now, I will soak this right here for about a couple of minutes. Okay. I put it right here. Just cold water. Now, when this is done, I'm going to get a plate. Get a plate. Get a plate. So, and then we'll get the steamer ready. I'm going to put the steamer right here so everyone can see. Let us steam. Okay. Any other question? Now look at this. I'm going to show you. We'll show you. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now, this is really, really tricky. No, because I break it up. I break it up. See this? It's no problem. No problem. Look at that. Okay. Now.
Soak it for 2 minutes.
Took it for 1.5 to 2 minutes. Okay. And then.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. About 1.5 to 2 minutes. Fine. And then I put the shrimp. I put the shrimp one here. Look, yeah, this is the ha chong. And then I put a tiny bit of green onion here, and you can and then put a tiny bit of salt and pepper here, which is already marinated, and I fold it like this, and I fold it like this, and I fold it like this, like a spring roll, and I rolled it, and I rolled it, and I rolled it. Yeah. So good. Very well. So, look at that. And then I do another one. Yeah. And then I do another one. Look at that. Look at how easy. They don't fall. Yeah, they don't break. And then I put it on. Make sure you marinate this, okay? This is already marinated with salt and pepper. I make it really nice, and green onion, okay? And then once again, look at that. Actually, Lorraine inspired me to do this because I have never steamed Vietnamese rice paper before, and I was doubting her, and she said, "You just trust me." So from now on, I'm going to trust my dear friend Lorraine, master chef. Lorraine graduated from Le Cordon Bleu. Is a master chef, except he cannot stand sitting in the kitchen for more than 4 hours. So he just be the Yan King Cook culinary director. We travel all over the world to bring you the Yan King Cook show. Can you see that how easy it is? And green onion. I also sometimes put a tiny bit of look at beautiful. One. Yeah, this is raw. The raw is raw. Just like chang fan ha chang, the shrimp is raw. Look at that. Okay, tight. Fold it really, really tight. Okay, make sure they are tight enough. And then you have 3 of these right here. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna steam it with the bowl steamer. Okay, look at that. I turn it to very high. And in order to do that, I want to make sure they don't stick. So I use a canola spray. Okay, canola oil spray. Oh yeah, you can use beef. Beef. Look at that. Yeah, you can use all kind of things. You can do a vegetarian, and then in the meantime, let us steam right here. Beautiful. And then when it's done, it turns pink. Okay, you steam it for about 3 minutes. Okay, because it's, the rice paper actually when you soak it, it's edible. In Vietnamese restaurant, they don't cook it. Okay, they just eat it raw because the rice is already steamed in a stew cent. The rice paper is already steamed, and then I'm gonna make a special dressing. Okay, make a special dressing. This way you can淋上去嘅 okay. Now this is soy sauce. Soy sauce. Tiny bit of dark soy. They like dark soy. Tiny bit of sugar, okay. Tiny bit of no salt but pepper. Tiny bit of sesame sauce, okay. And then I will also this is the wonderful sauce that you can 淋上去, okay? Now if you want to make it a little bit more interesting, what I'm going to do is I use a tiny bit of oyster sauce to make it a little bit thicker. Normally they don't do that, they just do dark soy and sugar, okay? But I want to make it a little bit different. Mixture, because and also you can use 蒸魚豉油. You can use this. You can use this too. This is yeah. You can buy one steamed fish sauce. This one is not as salty and a little bit sweet. That's why I normally like to use that. And then when this is done, you put this.
Can you show the sauce again?
The sauce. This is the steamed seasoned soy sauce for seafood. 蒸魚豉油 steamed fish sauce right here. Yeah, already sweetened. And then I'm going to put this over here. So this way, I put it here. I put one over here. And then I put one over here. So this way, each person can have a little dipping, and then they can put it on the stove by themselves, okay? And then I also use a tiny bit of sesame seed. Okay. Sesame seed, toasted sesame seed. Now, this is how we do it, okay? Look at how I do it. I put one over here, and I put one over here. Okay? I put this on the bottom, green onion on the bottom, okay? Green onion at the bottom, okay? Because it enhances the flavor, I put it like this, okay? And then, I steam this high heat, okay? I steam it high heat for, so about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, any other question? Any other question? Yeah, in what, the peanut sauce is only used for when let me show you. Beautiful, almost. The peanut sauce is normally used for the raw rice paper, salad, the cook should put it inside with some lettuce. But this is steamed. 腸粉啊嘛, this is 腸粉. So no peanut sauce. This is traditional. You go to Chinese restaurant, you see this, you see this, you see this. That's what I'm showing you. Right. That's what I'm doing. This is exactly what I'm doing. Okay. I will turn this around, turn this around, turn this around. So this way. My vegetarian, I like to use a tiny bit. I like color, so I like to use some shredded carrot, shredded cucumber because of texture, and also some fresh jalapeno because I like the kick. And then I also add a kind of yellow chili because I like the flavor. Okay, so this is basically done. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to show it to you. Any more questions so far? Yeah, it's whole. Look at that. Ta-da! Look how beautiful. Look at that. 腸粉. And then I'll use just to show you how amazing you can do it, okay?
Show to the camera here.
Look at the camera. 1. 腸粉. You know, the funny thing is they don't fall apart. Look at that. You see? It is so easy and it's so colorful and it's translucent. Huh? Look at that. So everything I do today, you can do it. There is no big deal. Look at that. Yeah. Look at this. Yeah, but all of these available. Everybody can do it. And then if you want to, when you eat, all you have to do is you serve right here. You serve right here. You serve right here. Can you see that?
Can you
And
put
then,
it on,
and then, of course,
put it
you
on
want-
top of your cutting board?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on a cutting board right here so everybody can see. See, everybody, look at that, look at that, look at this. See, and then on this one, I can even put a tiny bit of this here. See? So basically, in reality, everything I do, you can do at home. Any other question? Ask more questions because we're gonna give out the last prize. Yeah, check it out. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Well, Lorraine is the best. Yeah, she's on top. She's always on top of it.
For people on the live stream, go to
Last winner. Get the last winner.
log into unlock.org, sign up from there.
Lisa from Arizona. Oh, Lisa, you're lucky. You have the signature knife, Xiaoyan signature knife, finger guard, green color chopstick. Look how beautiful this is. Take a look at this beautiful, okay? How beautiful this is. Walk softly and always carry a chopstick, okay? And then of course, another Yan can cook with Unlock, my Asian kitchen for you. So today, I have teacup here. I have teacup, this for me, this for you. And for you, let us ganbei. Ganbei. Cheers. Dim sum and some more. Your heart's delight. So my good friends in YouTube, my good friend in Instagram, my TikTok fans, go home and practice barbecue pork with puff pastry, shrimp and chive dumpling, and steamed shrimp rice paper roll. One is baked, one is pot sticker, pan fried, one is steamed. So you can use different filling, you can use different barbecue, different wrappers, and you can use different cooking technique. So you could go to a typical Chinese restaurant to have dim sum. In the US, average, they can go have about 60 to 80 different variety. Okay, you go to Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, or Guangzhou, my hometown, 150 different variety of dim sum. Different variety, yeah, different wrapper, different filling, different cooking techniques. Some of them are braised, some of them are deep fried, like spring rolls, deep fried. One time you can poach, you can steam, poach, or you can deep fry. So there's a lot of ways to do it. So today we have prepared and present to you your heart's delight. That's what dim sum is. Goodbye. See you next month. July the 10th. Make sure to log up. Yeah, log in. Okay?
Well, your YouTube friends say one day we should do a competition, dim sum competition.
I challenge all of you, my YouTube friends, my TikTok friends, my Instagram friends. You can see who can make the dumpling and this faster. We'll challenge you. And then tell me in 1 minute how many of this dumpling you can make. And how many of these you can make? And how many of these you can make in 1 minute? Then you tell me if you can make about 10 of this in 1 minute, I will send you a knife or cookbook autograph. See you again, and I wish you peace. I wish you good luck and good fortune and good health. We'll
Yeah.
see you again next time.
Email us to info@yankincook.com.
And make sure to remember, once again, Stephanie, we remind everybody, log in,
Unlock.org and sign up.
sign up for the next class so you get a chance to win the prizes and my autograph cookbook. Unlock.org. Check it out. And then, see, unlock.org. Or this is a Yankin Cook with Unlock. And then if you want to get more recipe of my cookbook or something for your father for Father's Day, you can order from yankincook.com.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the wonderful fathers and all the men would-be fathers or happy fathers, and also happy Father's Day for all the grandfathers. You are the greatest father on earth. Goodbye. We'll see you again soon. And make sure you say hello to my good friend, Uncle.